The jungle was alive with the symphony of nature. Birds sang, insects buzzed, and the air hung heavy and humid. For Mark, a seasoned explorer, this was paradise. He cast his line into the murky Amazonian water, hoping for a catch. This fishing trip was meant to be a peaceful escape, a chance to connect with nature. Little did he know, danger lurked beneath the surface. The water, still a moment ago, erupted in a churning frenzy. Mark watched in horror as a monstrous head, scales glinting in the dappled sunlight, rose from the depths. It was an anaconda, a giant among snakes, its eyes cold and predatory. Fear, raw and primal, shot through him. There was no time to think. The anaconda lunged. Mark scrambled back, his heart pounding against his ribs like a drum. But the anaconda was too fast. It crashed into a small fishing boat, its massive body coiling around the flimsy vessel. The boat capsized, tossing Mark into the murky water. He knew he had to get back to shore. He had to escape the anaconda's deadly embrace. He was now trapped in a life-or-death struggle. The anaconda's cold muscular coils wrapped around Mark's body. He felt his bones creak in protest, his breath driven from his lungs. Each coil tightened its grip, squeezing the air out of him. Blackness crept at the edges of his vision. He was suffocating. Panic threatened to consume him, but he knew panic wouldn't save him. He needed a plan, and fast. Mark thrashed against the anaconda's powerful coils, but it was no use. The snake was too strong. He felt a surge of despair. Was this the end? Was he going to die here, crushed to death in the murky depths of the Amazon? No. He refused to give up. He had a wife and kids waiting for him back home. He had to fight. He had to survive. He remembered the okapi knife strapped to his leg. It was his only hope. Section 4. A glimmer of hope. The okapi knife. With a surge of adrenaline, Mark reached down and unsheathed the razor-sharp okapi knife. The anaconda, sensing his struggle, tightened its grip. Mark saw his chance. As the snake opened its jaws, preparing to swallow him whole, he plunged the knife deep into its gullet. Section 5. Freedom's breath, relief, and aftermath. The anaconda convulsed violently, its grip loosening for a split second. That was all Mark needed. He wrenched himself free, gasping for breath, as he scrambled towards the riverbank. He collapsed onto the muddy shore, his body battered and bruised, but he was alive. He had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. The jungle, once a symphony of beauty, now seemed menacing, a constant reminder of the fragility of life. Mark knew he had been given a second chance. He would never forget his encounter with the anaconda, a chilling testament to the power of nature and the indomitable spirit of man. He had survived. He had won. But the memory of the anaconda's cold, calculating eyes would forever haunt his dreams.